NewGenGamers.com.
And it's a very addictive game because it kind of gets you pulled in.
On the arcade one though, there was 4 buttons, and
Oh, was it for each different direction?
yeah, for each different direction. But it was shipped in 3 formats, right? The Space Sap, Mini Mite, Cocktail Table, and Standard Arcade.
I kind of have a weakness for cocktail table games. I think it's a neat idea. I always wanted to get one.
Well, I think a lot of places got it because you could set your drink on there,
Yeah.
and it was, and as you go along, as you rack up score, it does get faster. It's like Tetris.
Well, you can see as I'm facing everything from all sides here.
And eventually, if you leave that spinning thing alone and let it just, it will hit your base. So
I'm not just shooting that just because it's a target. it does represent a threat.
yeah. But I think this is one of the pretty games.
Yes, the Astrocade did have, for such an early console, had pretty decent graphics.
Well, the Intellivision came after this, right?
Yeah. Well,
graphics
also
were pretty basic.
The Intellivision also was able to improve on that too. I mean, the Intellivision had a 16-bit processor.
Right.
So, and other things that it could expand with. And the Coleco was a more powerful console. I mean, you're talking on the same level.
But for the time, I think that this was an advanced. This was a pretty console.
I mean, it looked better than the Atari for sure.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't know because Space Command.
Yeah.
Had those faces.
Well, I mean, you look at it also in time too. I mean, your early PS1 games are going to look like crap compared to Final Fantasy IX.
Well, yeah.
You know.
But this, I enjoy looking at this because it appeals to my unicorn side. It's all that pretty rainbowy colors.
Even the stars are different colors.
Yeah.
It's not just a white star background. You've got.
I think that would be a deciding factor, based on prettiness game. I'm a female. I think I like things that are visually pleasing because I'm also a Libra, and this visually pleases me. It's very aesthetic.
Well, it's pretty. The gameplay is fast, very fast for a game of this age, because most of the games around this age, even when they were pretty, were slow.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't start getting fast, intense arcade action for Pac-Man. A few more years after this. And Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 was fucking slow.
Well, compared to at the time, it's probably one of the fastest games that there is.
Intellivision started to pick up the speed, but you didn't really see really fast games until you got to the late part of the generation with the 5200 and the Coleco.
Right.
Most of the other systems they were slow. The games were slow because they just couldn't render things.
Oh, see, quickly. Now it's getting erratic. The movement is from the satellite. What the things that he's shooting are mines, and then the thing that comes waving around them is a satellite.
It's a TIE fighter.
Huh?
It's a TIE fighter.
It's a TIE fighter.
Looks like a fucking TIE fighter. We all know it's supposed to be a TIE fighter. They didn't have the license.
We see you, Darth Vader.
Tell me you wouldn't mistake that for a TIE fighter.
I kind of thought that the little mine things were dildos at first. They looked like dicks.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of
But I can't equate that to anything. Like, it's not
they're
anything that.
spaceships, but they're appearing at the end. It's just
There's. Okay, yes, the satellite looks like a TIE fighter, but that does not look anything like from a Star Wars.
well, no, I don't think all of those might be from Star Wars,
Maybe
but
Star Trek?
possibly. I mean, there was a lot of sci-fi back then. I mean,
Right.
was it a Battlestar Galactica maybe?
Hubbard.
Because I mean, it's '78. Battlestar Galactica was around too.
Right. Wow. Back then in '78?
Yeah, wasn't
Wow.
that it? That was. It came out right after Star Wars. I mean,
You almost. Pretty
Ah.
colors.
my nose itched.
But I think, it, um, it starts out slowing after you die, but then eventually when, like, you rack up score.
Yeah.
Tetris was fast.
Yes. Well, Tetris was later.
Yeah. But I know that once you, like, if you had that score in Tetris, your ass would be.
Oh yeah, there'd be blocks all over the. They'd be just throwing them at you. It's like, okay, you got enough lines now.
You spend enough quarters. Go home. Was Tetris ever an arcade cabinet?
I think there was an arcade release. Most of the home console translations were really where it was at, though. I have played an arcade one. It was by Atari Games,
Uh-huh.
and I guess that would be the Tengen Atari or Tengen
Yeah.
one, which we went into that on the NES was
Well, another thing that I've noticed is that the
Jesus.
the sound is a little bit like better than Atari's,
Yeah, it had a good sound chip in it too.
but I wish that like to play games like this, there needs to be some of that.
Well, something else you're gonna notice once we get into some of the more advanced arcade titles, you won't get the voices
Yeah,
that you got with the arcade title, but
which was kind of groundbreaking.
right, but you'll get really good music. Like you'll get some sound clips.
Right.
I mean, music wasn't really introduced much. I mean, the television had some music, and Coleco had some music, but those were later on.
Yeah, but like for a game like this, I just like want to hear some.
Some sort of music to it. That'd be cool if they were to re-release this
Yeah.
with like some sort of soundtrack to it, but
I don't think we're ever gonna get that.
you never know. This is one of those, hidden arcade gems that some people just kind of missed. So I mean, if anyone from Midway's listening, hey, if you decide to release another, oh yeah, that's right, Midway's out of business. Sad face. Who owns them now?
Since you have like seizure graphics and like rainbow bases, we need like some techno music to this.
Yeah. You don't need to add your own there.
Yes, I do. It amuses me.
Well, we've racked up some sort of ridiculous score on this game.
Yeah. Every like 175,000, 300,000, and 500,000, I think you get extra bases.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a high number to get to.
Okay, the things that they're shooting at you are mines. The ships, that's 250 points. 500 for the ship, 2,000 for the attack satellite. Or 75,000 gets you an extra base. 15,000 or 150,000 gets you a base, and 300,000 gets you a base.
Okay.
I knew.
Well, we're working our way to 75.
Huh?